A bomb threat involving a commercial flight that departed from Nashville International Airport triggered a major mid-air security scare on Friday night, forcing the aircraft to make an emergency diversion and prompting a swift response from federal authorities. The incident involved a flight operated by Southwest Airlines that had taken off from Nashville bound for Fort Lauderdale-Hollywood International Airport. Please subscribe, like and share for more updates. Thanks. According to airline officials and law enforcement sources, the crew became aware of a possible bomb threat while the aircraft was already in the air, prompting the pilots to follow emergency security procedures. In line with federal aviation safety rules, the flight crew immediately alerted authorities and began preparing to divert the plane to the nearest major airport capable of handling a security incident. The aircraft was redirected to Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, the busiest airport in the United States and one equipped with extensive law enforcement and security resources. The plane landed safely in Atlanta at approximately 9 p.m. local time. Emergency vehicles and law enforcement units were already positioned on the tarmac before the aircraft touched down. Passengers on board reported a tense atmosphere during the landing, with many unaware of the full situation but realizing something serious was unfolding due to the unusual diversion. Shortly after the plane stopped at a remote section of the airport, armed officers boarded the aircraft and began investigating the reported threat. Authorities quickly focused on one passenger who had reportedly made statements that triggered the bomb scare. The passenger was removed from the aircraft in handcuffs while other passengers were instructed to remain seated with their hands visible as a precaution. Several videos recorded by passengers inside the cabin later circulated online, showing the moment law enforcement escorted the suspect off the plane. Officials from the Federal Bureau of Investigation responded to the scene and began questioning the individual involved while conducting a full sweep of the aircraft. Bomb-sniffing dogs and security teams were also deployed to inspect luggage compartments and the passenger cabin. After a thorough search of the plane, authorities reported that no explosive device or suspicious materials were discovered on board. Investigators later indicated that the threat appeared not to be credible, though the situation was still treated with the highest level of caution due to the strict safety protocols governing commercial aviation. In a statement released after the incident, Southwest Airlines confirmed that the diversion was carried out as a precaution after a potential security concern was reported. The airline praised the professionalism of the pilots and flight attendants who handled the situation calmly while ensuring the safety of everyone on board. Nothing is more important to Southwest than the safety of our customers and employees, the airline said in its statement, adding that it appreciated the cooperation of passengers during the incident. Passengers described the experience as frightening but praised the flight crew for maintaining order and keeping everyone calm. Some said they did not learn the reason for the diversion until law enforcement boarded the plane after landing. Following the investigation and security inspection, passengers were eventually allowed to disembark. Many were transferred to another aircraft later that night so they could continue their journey to Fort Lauderdale-Hollywood International Airport. Others were provided with accommodations and rebooking options depending on their travel needs. Authorities have not yet released the identity of the passenger who allegedly made the threat, and it remains unclear whether federal charges will be filed. Under U.S. law, making false bomb threats or interfering with aircraft operations can carry serious criminal penalties. Aviation experts say incidents like this demonstrate the strict zero-tolerance approach taken by airlines and security agencies when dealing with any potential threat to passenger safety. Even a vague or unverified bomb threat is enough to trigger immediate emergency procedures, including flight diversions and law enforcement intervention. Security responses in such cases are designed to minimize risk and protect passengers, crew members, and airport personnel. Airlines routinely train pilots and cabin crews to respond quickly to any report of suspicious behavior or potential threats. Although the Nashville-originating flight ultimately landed safely and no explosives were found, the incident serves as a reminder of the continued vigilance required in modern air travel and the serious consequences that can result from threats, real or otherwise, made on board commercial flights.